Yo, what is good? My anime face. What is good? Skeleton Knight. I'm so happy this show exists because it's my favorite show coming out of all these new shows. Um, Not only is it a powerful message about, treaties and people going back on their words, but it's also showcasing uh, there's some people out there who can actually see through it, like see through the fake and can understand, like, okay, well, if this is happening, we have a pretty good idea that there has to be someone else uh, who is allowing it to not only happen, but pretty much backing them up, right? Like helping them get this type of attack, not attack, but under the rug, so to speak. And it looks like it's someone in a higher up place. And I don't know why these computers are so boo boo. They should be fighting me back. Um, it's clear with how much one of the brothers were defending the notion, the notion that there would be people doing that to the elves, gave away his positioning on everything, so to speak. Uh, we could pretty much take at that level that he's probably somewhat involved. And with him wanting evidence, that's where the elves are about to drop some bombs. I'm not entirely sure if his name was in there, but if it is, he's super screwed at that point. But the best part is how they're really ramping up the fact that there's too much going on for them to not know everything in the background. And because they don't know everything in the background, it's foreshadowing a much bigger problem that has to be handled by the humans for the humans, or they're all going to be attacked by these elves. And I would imagine that the elves could probably bring other regions to their sides that are also demi-human in nature, because just by looking at what the humans were doing, because the elves weren't human, what they were doing in their eyes wasn't a bad thing. They weren't doing anything to humans, so to speak, right? It's just elves. And that's kind of what I write this off as because there's so many people involved in this and nobody really seemed to be batting an eye, right? We have a king who clearly probably had those elves walk through the whole entire castle, and all these guards are still standing strong for him. Usually, you can have one of those guards that are like, he knows about it and he's disgusted by it, and as soon as someone like Ark pulls up, he's just like, nah, bro. He's like, this is your time to get what you deserve, type of deal. And I love characters like that. But I won't dance around the fact that I did say I bet no one even remembers besides one person. So that one person is probably going to get their face reveal. Just like in the show, there's only one person who he truly revealed his face to, and I think it would be pretty funny to allow my boy unknown to actually see my face and see if he keeps the secret, right? I'll have to trust him like Ark trusts the Dark Elf. But if y'all are interested in it as well, maybe I'll be courteous if y'all even remembered without me bringing it up. But outside of that, um, I think it's pretty cool that this Dark Elf is becoming somewhat of this comrade to him to the point where he's finding himself enjoying himself, like seeing the little moment with the dog, which is the best character in the show, the strongest character in the show, the cutest character in the show. Just being itself, she couldn't help but fall prey to its cuteness, and oh, that was sick. And yeah, that was a wrap for her. So I'm super curious to see where we're going to wind up when it comes down to the finale of this show. Not so much like just the first season, but where does a show like this end, right? Like, what is in sight for this show. And right now, it looks like the elves are about to have a champion in Ark who could possibly fight by their side. And he's already instilled fear in a lot of the enemies that he's already gone against. So, if that is the case, it would be pretty smart to continue to hire Ark for such events, or just to, if they're friends, right, and he has his identities to the Dark Elf, he might naturally always go there, even for no pay, especially all that money that he made by himself, not to mention the money he got from the Dark Elf. He got money! Um, Loving it, loving it, loving it. But yeah, I got to get out of here. I will definitely be posting my full thoughts. Me not just this is my raw reaction. You know, I just watched it. I'm just talking about it. But once I've sit in the car and I sit down and really think about it and write it on Twitter, it'll be a whole different reaction. Sometimes I'll think of things that I didn't think of in this moment. So I hope y'all check that out as well. If not, I appreciate the support and I will definitely be talking to you very soon with the Dawn of the Witch. And if you've already checked that out and you're watching this, then you can also look forward to me dropping some videos tonight. So take care, or tonight, sorry, tomorrow, unless something drops tonight. Peace. That was sick.